I bet most of you have heard about the New Jersey Transit strike. If you haven't, here's what happened. The engineers of New Jersey Transit went on strike starting at 12:01 a.m. last Friday, May 16th. This followed failed wage increase negotiations between NJT and the Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen, a union that represents NJT train engineers. The BLET said that NJT engineers are getting paid less than the other rail operators in the region, thus demanding higher wages. While both sides have reached a tentative agreement and train service has resumed on Tuesday, May 20th, this strike showcases an issue beyond labor rights and New Jersey Transit, how the direction of government policies and funding has driven not just NJT, but transit agencies across the U.S. into a financial crisis. According to NJT itself, the BLET's demand before the recent agreement will cost taxpayers at NJ Transit $1.363 billion between July 2025 and June 2030, $684 million more than what was tentatively agreed to by BLET leadership in March. However, NJT is already in a financial crisis even without the added cost from the wage increase. NJT has an annual budget of over $3 billion. The fare box revenue covers less than one-third of that, so federal and state-level funding is crucial to the agency. The agency did use federal pandemic aid relief money to cover its budget in the past few years, but that funding source has ceased to exist. To be fair, state funding has been increasing in the past few years, but it's still not enough to cover NJT's budget. Based on a RPA report, NJT faced a $100 million gap for fiscal year 2025 and will face approximately $1 billion for fiscal year 2026. Without proper funding, this cost is being passed down to the riders. In 2024, NJT raised its fares by 15%, and a 3% annual fare hike is set to start this year. Additionally, my research found that despite increasing investment in transit infrastructure, roads and highway projects are still being prioritized. In fiscal year 2025, $2 billion was provided to NJDOT's road and highway projects, while $1.6 billion was given to NJT for its capital projects. In fiscal year 2026, this number grew to $2.4 billion and $1.7 billion respectively. All this showcases the bigger problem behind the strike: government policy and funding leaning towards car infrastructure, leaving transit agencies in financial crisis. It's time to reconsider the priority of funding. Instead of widening highway lanes that won't solve traffic congestion, it's time to invest in our transit system to build a sustainable and equitable future. A well-funded transit will benefit the riders as well as engineers and conductors that keep us moving.